He came up to the window in the mist, as I'd seen him often before. But he was solid then, not a ghost. And his eyes were fierce, like a man's when angry. He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in embryo? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Hey, it's Vampire Logan here. We are here to play some Curse of Strahd, for reals this time. It's
Curses.
episode 8. Episode 8 of Curse of Strahd. And just one more thing before I hand it over to Jesse. We're doing the contest again today. So, just going to start it right now. Okay, go ahead, Jess. Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we get into a recap, there was a scene we did trying to figure out how the undead menace that many of you have been chasing worked with Waterdeep, and to guide us through that, we have Ramses and Filbert.
Yay!
Dun, dun,
I'm good at
dun.
leading,
And luckily, it's mostly Filbert.
because I'm a natural born leader.
Lead on, McPhil.
Well, let's see. I encountered some vamp thralls during a routine night patrol. Well, the guys I was working with said they were vamp thralls. I'm pretty sure they were. Anyways, they ranted about how their necromancer liege was gonna tear into us footmen for daring to toss them into the jail, but we saw through their crap. So they told us stuff like, your blood will be sucked dry, your next of kin will only find you on missing person posters, your mama will love seeing you as a zombie, blah, 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 whatever. I've heard worse from pirates. So in the lockup they went. But then I got to thinking, and I'm really good at thinking. So I need to find out more about these threats that they were making. Like, can I really be found on a missing person poster? Can I be really a zombie? By these people? Maybe there's some criminal undead making ring here in Waterdeep. That's what I was thinking. At a minimum, such things need to be taxed and regulated, right? Because if you're making undead, you need to be taxed. So I rooted around in the House of the Homeless, which is like this big mausoleum in the graveyard area of Waterdeep. Because if you're gonna be making undead people, you need dead people to start out with. Supply and demand.
Xanathar's going to want a piece of that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there's lots of dead people there, but none of them are really talking. So then I had to go ask friends. But I only knew one guy who I sort of trusted, and that was Shabaka. And Shabaka had some friends who were creepy enough to know about this undead manufacturing stuff. So I asked them. And the rest, is kind of history.
Very good.
That's the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys met last recently in a flashback, but this is why he was out there looking for you. So
Cool.
Excellent. Now let's see what has happened. We had a week off to play something else last week, and what happened the week before that? Let's do a flashback because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
We did a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Number of
talking, a lot of
people.
planning, and
We
then
talked
Not
to-
sleuthing though.
not a lot of doing.
We talked to
But
the
we-
lady. What was her name?
She's choking
Doctor?
We
Yes,
went through like
that's okay.
6 different plans that I legitimately don't remember what we actually landed on.
Well,
So
one-
we had several plans. One was to go to the Wizards of the Wizard Wine, brain cells. One to talk to the lady with the book club. One to go hunt down the guy. What is his name?
The creepy
evil
dude.
The creepy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one was
Isn't
to
it-
bring Colin back to
And see
Barovia.
Madame Eva.
yeah. We ended up finally going to talk to Madame Voctor. Was that her name? Lady Voctor?
Lady Voctor? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cora / me got incredibly bad juju vibes
Yeah.
immediately because she called Strahd Count. And I thought that was unusual, and it turned out being true. She wanted us to side with her to take out her
The-
political rival, I suppose. The
Yeah, for the town
Burgomaster.
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 Valaki.
And then
And
she would put
she-
someone else in their place.
Right. And she thought that we were one of the Count's people, as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
I
well,
actually thought she was
said-
messing with us, so
Yeah, as
Well,
far
no,
as
at
we
the
can
end,
tell.
She said.
That's what I mean at the end when
the
she said,
Count makes.
praise Strahd or something like that.
No, she said the Count chooses his friends wisely. I guess. or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
Right.
The Count is lucky to have allies like you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the funny thing about that entire interaction is the amount of times that Fallon was like, yeah, I'm ready to murder, and then immediately regretted her decision.
Yeah, I was like the same. I was like, oh, it sounds like a good plan. I think she would be good for the
Yeah.
town. And then, oh, fuck.
Fallon and Shabaka were so keen on killing first and asking questions later.
Yeah.
And Cora was literally about to lay
The
into them.
opposite.
Lay into them the moment they got out of there, and then suddenly the Lady Voctor was like, "Oh yeah, hail Strahd and stuff like that." And Cora
Hail
was like,
Strahd.
"Okay, that takes precedent. That takes
Hail
precedence."
Hydra.
Yeah,
I
Cora
mean,
was
come
about
on.
to lay
It's
into
on
you
brand for
two.
Fallon, though.
hmm
So after that, we just had to just leave town because we couldn't deal.
to leave town with Colin.
That's it. We're out of here.
We were like, you know what? Let's bring this child literally anywhere else.
So
Shabaka's
actually-
only interaction with people was basically you guys. So this
Well,
is
okay,
too much.
Before we went back, we actually had an interaction with the tavern owner who ended up being a were-raven.
Oh yeah, Were Raven.
Yeah.
He was the
Yeah,
raven that was at
Family
the.
of Were Ravens.
He was the raven that
Yeah.
was at that led us away from the other hag
Correct. And
coven.
he is
His son did.
Oh, his son.
son
Sorry.
But he sent
And
his
his-
son to be like, don't let
Yeah.
them do something fucking dumb as shit.
Mhm.
Because you know they're going to.
Is that a slight?
But I was worried that the ravens
mean,
were on
on all of
Strahd's
us.
side, so I'm still worried about that.
Shabaka also made a very unfortunate comment to this guy threatening to kill his dad.
Oh,
Right.
Turns out that
Yeah, that was
dad is
weird.
the guy that owns the Wizard of the Wine.
Yes.
Wizarding
Davian
wines.
Mardukov.
And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah, we
what if
met
I
his-
kill him so you can inherit it? And he was like, I'm sorry, what?
He's like, that's my dad. Why?
Like, I know we don't have a great relationship, but that's an insane jump to make.
That's my dad.
Obviously, you want to kill your
And-
dad, right?
We ended up trusting the Were Raven tavern owner with Irina's safety, essentially, while we
We
take
did do
tack
that.
Colin back
Mm-hmm.
to Barovia. Is that
Village of Barovia, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole
Village of
land is Barovia, and the first
Okay.
village is also Barovia.
Okay.
That can't be confusing.
and
That's,
we last left off apparently like a mile or so or less from Barovia.
Yeah,
Right.
you're at the bridge.
We're at the bridge.
You're...
And wasn't there one more thing we found out? We found out something about somebody else.
Parties,
Oh yeah, the mayor likes to have parties and doesn't seem to care much about. He wants everybody to have fun, or else, basically.
Or else.
Mhm.
He put that. Oh yeah, he
what
put somebody
we
in the
found out was
stocks.
that apparently, apparently not a single fucking person in that town would make a good leader, according to the innkeeper. He was like, I don't think anyone would really be that good. And it was like, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
It would be
Please
great.
don't do that.
We have Irina's brother in the Village of Barovia, and then have Irina as the Burgomaster in this one. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, that's pretty radical. I like that.
Family dynasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
What could go
Iconic
wrong?
sibling duo. I love it for that.
Yeah, let's put the person that Strahd wants the most in charge of the second town.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
exactly. Then they'll protect
she's
her.
got. I mean, I was
could
gonna
work.
say also that she does have extensive reasons to keep him to keep the city safe.
True.
from
True
Strahd.
enough. True enough.
True.
And actually, the other thing we could do is because everybody is so unhappy at the first town, we could have the son come here with all the rest of the people and then take over the town. And then everybody could
Okay.
live in a happy place.
Well, that's a
No.
lot.
Hey, we're going up.
Sorry, that's
Just
a
have them
great
switch
idea.
towns, right? Switch towns. Then the guy who wants to
Exactly.
party all the time can do it right next to Strahd.
Can party. all
See
the
how that
time.
works out.
Just like
My
fucking invites
Burgomaster
Strahd
wants to
He's
party all the
"Yo,
time."
You want to come fucking
Yeah.
absolutely jam with us? And Strahd's like, you know what? I actually really would love that.
Yeah. All I've been wanting this whole time was an invitation to your parties.
Right?
He's just got maleficent reasons for being a bad guy.
Yeah, totally.
You didn't let me bless your baby.
Stupidest villain
Invite me
reason
to your
ever.
fucking party, asshole.
That's all I ever wanted. Oh yeah.
Cool. So
the
yes,
only-
you guys are on the bridge, right down here. For those who can
Why?
see it.
Oh, I gotta zoom around here.
Boom.
Zooming out, zooming out.
Zoom.
Oh gosh, how do I use this? I forgot. Okay. Beep.
Use the scroll bars.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And you're like
And the
3/4 of a mile from town.
yeah.
Half
The
to
only
3/4.
And-
other detail is we're bringing Colin to the
To the
priest.
priest. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
To the
exactly what I was
priest.
going to just say.
Instead of his
because
family.
Y'all are like, you know what? Your family fucking sold you to a witch, and his son just fucking died. So you're a replacement son now.
Right?
It'll work
Yeah, nothing
out.
nothing could go
Sure.
wrong. Nothing could go
Okay.
wrong with giving a child to a priest.
Oh no!
Don't worry, he's not Roman Catholic. Uh,
No!
Nico.
It's true. He's more he's more Eastern Orthodox, if anything.
Right.
Is the vibes going on here.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Yep.
not
Well,
really.
so it's around dusk. Maybe it's a little before. You guys made better time on the way back than you did on the way there.
Fair.
But it's just, the sun is still pretty low.
Well, we didn't fight a witch.
You didn't fight a witch, and there's some searching and stuff like that. The witch encounter took like an hour. Hag encounter took an hour last time. So
Yeah, we had to search
Was
her
it an
wound
hour
and
of
rest
haggling?
and stuff.
Haggling.
Haggling.
I will.
yeah, so you're here an
The
hour
haggling
earlier.
is if the haggling is fucking killing her. Yeah.
Yeah, that was haggling.
Negotiations fell apart.
You're gonna
Right.
get haggled. All right, what are we doing
Okay,
here?
and so yeah, as you're approaching the town, and in the late afternoon / early evening, where are you gonna head first?
Oh, I gotta grab something. Hang
We're
on.
going to see God.
I am gonna
is he there?
follow the leader. That's what I'm gonna do.
Not in this town.
A good investigator
this
follows the
land.
leader.
Cora's will kick Filbert. She angry. Sorry, it's still there.
Yep, that kicked off the whole
How
the
do I
whole
can't,
animosity. Yep.
I can't
Will
get
kick
rid of it, so
Filbert.
it's stuck
She
there.
angry.
Oh, I can move it. That's like a relic. It's a relic.
She angry.
I presume this means that every time we arrive in town, you kick him again.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. Kick.
We're Pavloving each other. He knows to run from her when we enter this town. Come here, Filbert.
He stands behind Shabaka.
Alright, I'm coming.
Okay, so up in the top left is where the
The
town
angry.
church is. You head there.
In person,
we
like,
can have a
hey bro,
garden
we brought
behind
you a
here."
new son.
Donavich is inside and he's cleaning up. The pews have been in a fair amount of disrepair lately. It's been a couple days since you guys have left, but he's still cleaning up the place, which he's, like I say, he's let fall into disrepair over the last year since he's had his former son in the basement as a vampire spawn.
Have you ever thought about planting tomatoes in back?
Some slack.
I think
Has
they're
he?
being
Sorry, has he been
okay.
putting it back together since we've been gone?
Yes, he's been
Okay.
trying to. Cleaning mostly. There's like some of the stuff is rotted and falling apart.
Is there anything that looks salvageable that mending could be used?
Ooh, what a great
Oh yeah,
question.
mending.
Because I know if it's rotting, it won't help too much. But if there's some people's pieces that just broke off, then that can be.
Ignore the placement of people and
Mhm.
moonbeams, but
Yeah, I remember that house.
yeah, you can see the pews are pretty smashed, and I don't think mending would handle there. But there are definitely things like candlesticks and stuff like that. It could totally be used and be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's a bunch of flat slabs of stone in back we can use to repair those pews.
Hmm.
Yeah, the wood is going to be hard to get. Not many people venture out into the woods without some kind of
yeah,
escort
There's
or
a-
guard.
at
The
least
Vistani do it, but they're ambiguously allied, and those two hunter guys you saw at the other place.
at least this bench looks salvageable, and maybe part of this bench. But the rest of them are just trash.
Yeah. You could probably get one good bench out of the wood from the
Yeah,
other
this
from the
one.
other four.
I can't get out.
And then just use mending to put it back together.
We do our
Don't know.
best.
Yeah. Well, how does mending work? Is it one object of a
Let's
specific
see.
size?
It's a foot.
It's
A
It
foot in
says
size.
yeah,
it repairs a
it's-
single break or tear. Oh wow! In an object you touch, such as a
Yeah.
broken chain, like two halves of a broken key, torn cloak.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So
Right.
I would have to be focusing on an area that is 1 foot or less.
Right. So I think for that there's lots of great utility for the smaller objects that don't
Mhm.
make it onto a map, like candlesticks and
Okay.
decorations and
Clothing.
I mean,
Yep.
can I just fucking like get some nails and fucking nail it together? Like, I don't know why we're all like, we have to
There's
use
Absolutely.
mending to fix these benches.
just-
Like,
Wood
Let's use
shards.
magic. Yeah, it's pretty
absolutely,
broken up.
yeah. I mean, if
Well,
if
no, but
anyone
I mean,
is
there's at least
proficient
one
with
that's
carpenter
pretty.
tools, that'll be
Oh.
I'm not
an advantage.
I have wood
But,
carving tools.
Wood carving.
Oh.
I don't know if that
I'd say
counts.
that's close enough.
I'm pretty sure
I
that's.
can I
Yeah.
can ask the aminals around here where there's like good wood and stuff.
What time of day is it?
It's
I like
evening
how-
right now. It's
It's
as
evening,
you're-
probably
as
not the
you're
best time
rolling
to
in
go get
here
wood.
and
We're on
Yeah.
like a carpentry adventure. Let's introduce this guy to his new son.
Hey,
I'm
what if
sure
he
I
wants to
can
go to
do
the
it.
inn?
Oh, you've returned. Well, thank you so much for that. He says he takes the amended candlestick from your hands. I don't know
The
how I
one
was-
fixed candlestick.
Like roped it together.
Thanks.
That'll
My
help.
peace offering. It's my peace offering.
Every bit helps, he says. Every bit. And he places the candle on the altar quite carefully and arranges it so that it's oriented front to back.
Hmm.
I
We've
appreciate
come
that.
Candles.
OCD a bit. I don't say that. I wouldn't know what that was.
with. I was like, Shabak, what the fuck are you talking about? We've come with a request of sorts.
Oh. Well. I hope I can help. I'm doing my best here, but I struggle daily.
Before we
Um,
mention that, maybe we should just talk to him a bit more. See how he's doing. How are you doing?
Sure.
Hi, how are you, sir?
How?
I mean, as good as I can, I suppose. But what is this news?
Filbert pats him on the back. That's good.
Come, have you met Colin before?
Yeah, so Fallon puts like her hands on Colin's shoulder and goes, "This is Colin."
Hi, Colin. How are you?
Colin, I think I've seen you before. You live in town, don't you? And he nods quietly. He doesn't say anything yet, though. He looks up at you again, Fallon.
You got
Colin-
a duckling.
Colin needs somewhere to stay.
Oh,
He was. Should we tell
Fallon
him?
puts her Fallon puts
Yes.
her hands over Colin's
Cover his ears. He
and
was.
just goes, his family sold him to a hag for some dream cakes.
oh,
Yes.
oh,
We
oh, tragedy. Yes.
defeated the
Yeah, they,
hag.
they probably could have gotten more dream cakes.
You defeated
Swear to God,
Morganthus Coven.
Just her.
No, just her.
one.
Well, we think it's
Oh.
her.
And Filbert,
don't
I
know.
will kick you.
Again.
She had this
I-
child in a sack, and we did not
Um,
appreciate that.
Oh, I appreciate this generosity you've shown here. That's yes, they have been troublesome before. Unfortunately, none here have the strength to face them. One day, though,
I mean, we'll
we'll
kill them.
rid this town
it's
of
on
their
our
influence.
it's
on our list.
We just got some other
On our
stuff to
to-do
deal
list.
with too. Yeah, it's getting a little long. It was like a
Well.
weird doll guy. It's a whole thing.
That would be excellent. I presume you know that they're in the old bone grinder, the
Yeah, the
We do.
windmill.
windmill.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
We almost went there, but then it was like, oh no.
Oh, it's
We'll
not a
die.
place to bring a child. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah. Fallon still has her hands over Colin's ear.
So, anyways.
Wait.
He
Maybe-
starts to fidget. He starts to feel uncomfortable, like he wants his ears uncovered.
Hey,
Yeah, okay,
Colin.
she'll uncover them.
Colin, is there a chance you wouldn't mind helping the priest clean up his chapel?
Do we? So real quick, are we just calling him the priest because none of us can remember his name?
Oh,
Donavich.
His name is
Donavich.
Donavich.
Okay, cool. It was just me. Okay.
His name is Rob Halford, Judas Priest.
He got
Judas Priest.
And yeah, so he nods, and he like starts to pick up splinters of wood and stuff like that, small pieces that he can carry pretty easily.
Okay, well, be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
Yes, do not get splinters.
He says, I've picked up shattered wood before.
I
As we all do.
Concerning-
have.
That is a concerning response that I think I'll want to look into later.
Oh,
Fallon's
windows.
just like,
Windows when
Fallon's just like,
the bad
absolutely.
things come.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes we board up our windows and then the bad things break in and we have to clean it up.
Does that happen a lot?
I mean,
He shrugs.
Fallon, who grew up like living in camping and stuff, is just like, yeah, we all pick up splintered wood as children.
I don't think Cora's really seen a tree until
Actually-
recently. So
Yeah.
Burn
Shabaka's
it.
pretty much in the same boat. Yep.
I know what a cactus is. I could not tell you an oak from a ginkgo.
What's a ginkgo?
Okay,
Anyways.
I think it's a type of
Yes.
fish.
Well,
Oh.
Donavich kind of like motions at you to like kind of shrugs at you like, what am I waiting for here?
Well, you can understand why we might not want to return to the previous situation, if you know what I mean.
Yes, especially
So-
with the coven still out there. They
Mhm.
This is not the only case. This is just they are rare, but this is definitely the best outcome I've ever seen.
So we were hoping that maybe he could help out around here for a while, perhaps a long while.
Oh.
Yes. He could give you some company.
Mm.
his shoulders kind of slump, and his posture, his head looks down towards the ground, and he turns his back on you for a moment and covers his face,
I
and
know
then
it is
he
soon.
turns back, and there's tears in his eyes, and he says, "Yes, yes, I think I would like that. I think I would like that a lot." Colin, is this where you would like to stay? And Colin nods, and he says, "You know, you'll have chores to do. You'll have to help me around the church." And Colin nods again.
He's very helpful.
Okay.
He's going to be a strong lad.
He knows how to use a knife.
He does know how to use a knife.
Oh yeah, keep an eye on that
Oh.
knife.
Out the window through the vacuum. He's probably strong enough to pick up some of them slabs and help you make the.
I like.
You've been to Valaki, he says. He crouches down and puts like one knee on the ground, so he's about Colin's height. You've been to Valaki. You know I've never been that far. And,
Yes, he's an adventurer.
Yes, Colin helped us protect Irina on our travels to
Just like near
Valky.
Lonelywood, right?
I'm gonna
Colin
let him
takes-
keep the dagger,
Yeah.
by the way, so I'm just gonna take that out of my inventory.
Awesome. Yeah, so Colin takes it out and shows Donavich, and he asks, "Oh yes, this must be. Have the Valakians been filling your head with tales of the mad mage of Mount Baratok?"
No,
What?
No.
Huh?
Colin shakes his
hello?
head as well.
Oh,
Oh,
add that to the
okay.
list.
Yeah, it's like fuck another thing to add to our fucking list, I guess.
He's a happy mage now.
Oh, he seems to have done fine, he says.
Is that Valakian steel?
Valakian steel. Looking at the dagger, it's actually Fallon's dagger, right? You brought
Yeah, it's
here?
my dagger.
Yeah, okay.
I was just joking.
Yeah, I know. I was actually gonna expound on what the dagger looked like, but then I realized I have no clue what the dagger looked like.
This is dagger. It's not really anything special. She's gone through a lot of them.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
None of Fallon's weapons are particularly like ornate or special, because
There's no
she's
reason.
dealt with a lot of weapons throughout her life. And like she wasn't. It's like you might lose a weapon in a fight, and just you have to get another one. That's life.
The only reason mine aren't rusty is because Fallon actually showed me how to sharpen it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
Donavich.
yeah, so yeah, she's giving. I have a weird amount of weapons in my inventory, so I'm just gonna give Colin one of my 2 daggers. I don't know why I have 2 daggers
So you can give one away, apparently.
Yeah.
and a longbow and a rapier. So
D&D
it's like,
Beyond
oh,
does tend to leave people with multiple daggers on occasion.
That's a
I
good
have a
thing.
character that fully has like 3 daggers for some reason. I'm like, where did these all come from?
I have 0 daggers.
Where did you get these? Where did they come from? Get that out of your mouth.
Yeah,
Put it in.
I'm leaving Colin. I'm leaving Colin with a dagger and a stuffed wolf. I've done my duty. Goodbye.
And didn't he get
And so
one of the
Donavich-
Irina dolls
Donavich
too?
Says, you guys, you can stay here tonight if you'd like. I don't really have many beds. But Colin, he says, this will be your room.
I think we can stay at the Irina's brother's place, right?
Yeah, we just show up at the Burgomaster's house. We're like, "What's up, bro? We brought your sister over there."
Is
we
there
stay
actually
here the
probably
night?
there's also an inn. But yeah, you can
Yeah, but
you
that's
can try
much
any of those
funnier.
places.
He's gonna be grateful. So
Yeah, and Ismark's place is a lot nicer than the inn.
yeah.
It's also much funnier to just show up at this guy's door and be like, "Yo, can we stay the night? What's up?"
Yeah.
We did a
Really?
solid to you, man.
Yo, it's nice to see you. Can we sleep here? We're
Okay,
just
so
a
you
bunch of
leave
fucking bums.
Colin with Donavich, and that seems like it's likely a good resolution to that plot line.
Do we even need to make an
I
insight
wanna-
check just to make sure?
That's
Go
a
ahead
fair
and make
point.
an insight check.
Okay. I want.
Fallon is also definitely going to do this. Yeah, no, Fallon rolled a fucking 5.
Yeah, he's crooked.
God damn it! Kill him!
I think, wow, we all rolled real bad.
11 is the high.
I got a
Yeah.
5.
Woof.
Yo.
I think
Especially when you get +3. That's sad.
Come on, Filbert. It's up to you.
yeah.
He's making a muffin.
He's making a sandwich.
Oh.
I think fucking Filbert's gonna roll a nat 20 inside check.
Would we really believe if Filbert said everything was okay?
I don't think so.
No, I think that gives
I
us
think
more
we
reason
know
to be
everything's fine.
concerned.
You obviously don't have any specific conclusions to draw from that set of rolls, but you are left feeling anxious and uneasy.
Well, I mean, Fallon, I think Fallon's just kind of sad to say goodbye to Colin. She was like, I like this fucking little weirdo. I don't want to use a knife. It's fucking great.
Well, we'll come back and check on him.
Yeah, we get to do better read because he's pretty emotional right now. It's hard to say.
Hard to say, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys knock on the Burgomaster's door.
Yep.
At like, I don't know,
It's
late
like-
at
Like
night.
fucking
Midnight.
dinner time. It's like 6 p.m. We're like, what's up, bro?
Yeah,
for dinner.
that's about the right time. Yep.
His mouth is like fucking full. He's like in the middle of eating. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he opens. Actually, it's not him. I don't think. Let me just hit.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
He
he's not gonna
has
open his
people
own
to do
doors.
No, for a second I was like, oh, I didn't think, oh, servant. I thought, oh, doppelganger.
Mm.
It's not him.
Well, why would he reveal that immediately?
Yeah.
Nobody
I don't
opens
know.
their door at night here.
It's with me. That's why.
Signs of a new dungeon master. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that part.
Not to be read
Do
out
not read the
aloud.
previous out loud. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, he does open the door.
All right.
Says, oh,
Oh, hello there.
he scans the group, and he sees that Arena isn't there, and his expression gets serious for a moment. It's like, is everything okay? Did you make it to Valaki?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
He's under the care of a friend right now. We will be heading back there soon.
oh, oh, that makes me so happy. She must be ecstatic. I hear wonderful things about that town.
Well,
Not all that glitters is gold.
yeah.
Well, it's certainly
Mm-hmm.
safer in terms of having a wall.
I think a new expression could be "There's nothing nice in Barovia."
Yeah. It's an improvement
Streets are
in
safe.
safety for her, probably.
Or no one gets to have anything
Interpreting.
nice in Barovia.
He's like his brow furrows, and he says, "Come in, come in."
You've concerned him enough.
Can I
she's
get
fine.
you a glass of wine? I'm afraid the good stuff's all gone, and I can't find a replacement for it at the inn. So
It's on our list.
have the grape mash.
Oh yeah, we're heading there soon.
Oh, well, geez, if you
Yep.
could pick me up, a bottle, I'd be ever grateful.
Well, we're gonna try and
I mean, it's only
Fix it
wine.
so
I'm
that
not
the
gonna,
trade
give you my
will-
kids or anything. It's
I
just
mean,
a...
You have
you
kids?
children? Also,
No, not yet.
why was that
one
where
day,
you
maybe.
fucking went for that? We were not going to demand your children. That would be insane.
what?
just an expression.
He's like, that's just how it goes around here.
What the hell?
All right.
Oh, I can't wait till we leave here.
So where are you staying while in town?
We just got here. Maybe you know
So-
the place. Wink, wink.
Show up for like, what's up?
Oh, yes,
Is there a good
yes,
spot
of
where we can
course.
set up a tent? Oh.
There's a.
He's the only
he
guy.
He looks up the stairs.
He's the only guy that lives
for
here
a
now, right?
moment, and he pauses, and then he kind of shakes his head a little bit as if he's clearing it, and then he looks like we haven't maintained servants for a while. The servants' quarters are empty. I'm sure they'll hold your group.
All I need is a space on the floor.
There.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Yes, well, that's great.
I would prefer.
You missed dinner, but there is a little bit left over.
That would be awesome.
Also
Okay.
wonderful. Thank you.
Plus,
Cora, what was that you said there? I just
always
catch
to
it.
have good berries.
Everyone was saying
Shabaka
that
throws it.
they could sleep on the floor, and she was like, "No, I'd prefer a bed."
Shabaka throws up
Where
a
are
good
beds?
berry.
They're
Well,
servant beds.
Shabaka lived in a forest.
Yeah.
Fallon lived in a forest. lived in
We're
forest.
good.
So it's like, yeah, we'll just fucking sleep on the floor, whatever.
Shabaka throws a good berry up in the air and eats it. I'm good.
I feel like before we met up with Cora and Ramses, Fallon and Shabaka never once stayed at an inn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a waste of money, really, at that point.
Yeah.
Soft then, because like in Waterdeep, they have these things called baths.
Oh, what?
Sounds like that's what a stream is for.
Oh, yeah. The place where you wash yourself,
Yeah,
right?
streams are cold. Baths are not.
That's
They're
what
nice
a jug
things.
is for.
Cold is good.
You've clearly never been to a hot spring. They're lovely.
They are lovely.
That sounds uncomfortable.
They're found in
Okay.
nature.
Have you
This is,
seen how much fur I have?
Ismark
Take
Yeah,
forever to dry.
we stopped in one. He overheats.
Ismark says, I have some more papers to deal with. I'll be up for another hour or until the candle burns down. Yeah,
Hey,
make yourselves comfortable.
How goes it in the city since we left?
Oh, he says, brandishing his quill. This is what I do now, he says. But I think things are going well. You know, I've been slightly inspired. I don't know where we'll get the supplies, but when I sent Irina off to Valaki, I thought, why don't we have a wall? Maybe we should get one. Don't know how feasible it is, but I'm drawing up some plans.
Well, we can probably help you get some wood at some point. We can add that to our list.
I'm sure it'll take a fair amount, but every bit of help would be appreciated.
Fucking long ass list.
Oh,
So, can we pick your brain about a political issue?
I suppose. It's the part of the job I like the least, but you know, I guess I better get used to it.
I hear you,
Yeah,
brother.
but like,
How is your tax
you've
bill?
met us, right? Like,
What's a good system of government?
well, no. So the guy in charge of Valaki is. No, so okay, hypothetical. If there was somebody in charge who was bad at their job, and you wanted to take him out of the job and put someone else in, but his main political rival also sucks. And when you asked someone knowledgeable in town, they said no one would make a good leader. What do you do? Hypothetically.
On a boat trip.
Well, I can't really speak to their situation, but I believe the Burgomaster there is. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Hypothetically.
Yes. So
Don't worry, we're not
let's
talking about
take-
the town we brought your sister to.
Yeah. No, of course, he says, winking. Many of these
Shabaka goes, what are you
Burgomaster
talking
titles
about?
have been
That
in
is
the
what you were
same
talking about.
families for generations, sometimes hundreds of years. And we do seem to always muddle through. Towns don't really tend to be inspired to select new faces or
Well, didn't you
cause
say
change.
I thought isn't the Burgomaster elected here in Barovia?
It's kind of elected, kind of approved. Yes, if they wanted somebody else, they could have somebody else, but nobody here has the time or energy to put into something like that, it seems.
Well, this man is bad at his job. And also, they can't select somebody new. Because he seems quite fond of punitive action.
For stupid stuff.
He looks at you again and pauses
Yeah,
for a
he's
moment
really
and
fond
says
of us.
again, hypothetically, at you.
All right, let's just drop that. This is what's happening there.
We have these
If
big
Alan's like,
words that
fine, we're dropping hypotheticals. If we want to kill the guy in charge, we're leaving a power vacuum.
And the only
And
person
the next
who wants to
person
take
who's
it,
gonna take it up is gonna suck.
they're sympathetic to Strahd.
Okay, well now we're just
Dude.
stressing him out. Don't worry about that part.
Yeah, he's definitely got a worried expression on his face.
Nah, she's not gonna be in charge. Don't worry about her. She's just weird.
we can
Okay.
just let her cook again, and we don't have to worry about it. Invite them to dinner, they all die, and that's it.
He
What?
says, I don't know. Monsters kill people here. We try not to.
Yeah,
We try
Yeah,
not to kill each
but I
other. We
mean-
try to band into groups and
that's our thought
survive.
too.
And all the people, all the good and bad and troubled and all those people are welcome here. And not everyone's good at their jobs.
But,
And the
see,
bartenders stealing wine but you know we try
yes,
to have
but,
each
and
other's
hear me
back.
out. The bartender is not in charge of everyone's safety.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
That's a pretty important job to be good at. Like you seem to be doing fine in charge.
Yeah.
And if you weren't, the people could be like, you're doing a bad job.
Well, I try not to.
How does your
Exactly.
how do your people discuss that? Do they have meetings or something?
No, not
I
Not
don't think
organized
they
meetings.
do.
I suppose if there were trouble, they'd probably have some meetings, but they wouldn't tell me about them.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I mean, if
you
they
seem
really want
fine.
change, I think I'd find out when the torches and the pitchforks arrived outside my door.
Mobs, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
So it is like we thought then.
Yeah, but don't they need wood for torches?
No.
Although
They can reuse the same
although
torches
you're-
with some flammable material.
Although
Yeah.
you seem pretty approachable, wouldn't they just be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Well, yes, this is part of the reason there are no torches or pitchforks, is because I
Fair
like to
enough.
think
See?
that my father taught me well in these regards. My father was a flawed man, but he really came into his own after my mother passed and adopted Arena, and I don't know, seemed like a more responsible fellow then.
Good. Okay, so we still have a political conundrum to figure out, but thank you.
Yes.
I'm afraid I've been little help, but yeah, I think you're gonna have to find your own way on this one.
Yes. Well, that's good that at least your city is okay. Or
You've
town.
given us a good example of what a leader should be.
He kind of stands a little bit taller and says, "Thank you. That means a lot."
We'll let you
Well-
get back to your quilling.
I was just gonna say, yes, I do want to get that before the light dies for the evening. But yes, as I say, make yourselves comfortable. If you do want to go to the kitchen, find your way.
I sidle over to Filbert and go, patrol?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, you gotta roll to hear that if you want to hear it.
Oh,
I think
you're-
that was that wasn't patrol, that was just straight up trolling this
Roll.
group. Yeah.
It can be both.
Yep.
If you deign to make more mistakes, by all means.
Hey, it was supposed to be just a Filbert. Come on,
There
you
was a
guys.
dude I knew named Dane. He worked for the Xanathars. He didn't make any mistakes. But then he disappeared one day. He went for a boat trip and well,
I guess he must
I'm
have
just
done
looking
something.
at him like, what the fuck?
His name was Dane Corleone.
Jesus Christ.
And now he sleeps with the fishes.
Yes.
Yeah. If there's a patrol, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on.
So did
Not
everybody? I'm
I.
just assuming everybody overheard then, so they're gonna.
You didn't say you was rolling
You didn't
stealth
say
or
you were
anything like
whispering,
that.
were you?
I said I
Quiet,
sidled
like
up
we're,
to
stage
Filbert.
whisper. It's the stage whisper.
I guess that wasn't clear enough.
Oh, if you're trying to be secretive, then do it. That's fine.
If you're not actually trying to be secretive,
I guess I
Hey,
wasn't.
if you're not back in 3 hours, we're not looking for you.
Pain Day Orleone K. Aid May. One
Are you guys
Make
gonna do anything
I
before
think
bed?
Filbert has
and-
had a stroke.
Are you going to do anything before bed? And when bed comes, are you going to set a watch?
I do actually want to patrol, but do you guys want to come with us this time?
No.
No.
Yes.
I want to
I'm
go around
going.
the edge of the city and see if there's any like.
Actually, maybe.
Is there a horizon?
Yes, I will go with you.
No, Fallon's gonna keep watch over the house.
We can learn valuable stuff.
Don't split the party. All right, let's go.
Okay. I hate to do it.
Wait, am
but
I the only one staying?
I'm gonna go too because I know what's gonna
Okay,
happen.
I mean, if
go.
everyone else is gonna go, Fallon's gonna go. She's not gonna fucking just like chill.
It only took like an hour to get around the whole city, so.
Yep.
We're going.
Okay.
I got my fancy pig sticker.
so-
Outside tonight, it is getting very close to the full moon. Probably
Ugh.
tomorrow night, actually. You've been here for like 3 or 4 days now. So the visibility
Jesus,
is really
only
good. The
3 or
cloud
4 days.
Yeah,
Fuck.
the cloud cover that is present during the entire day vanishes at night, and the sky is clear. The moon is out. The stars are visible. It's beautiful, and with the near full moonlight, you can see far away. When you on the south side of the town, pretty much as soon as you leave the Burgomaster's mansion, which is on the south side of the town, and you look to the south. At the bridge, you can see a dark form on the bridge. Doesn't appear to be moving though. And this would
Is it
require sight.
Is it
insight,
Strahd shaped?
Insight?
Insight or
not
perception?
insight. Sorry, perception. A sight roll.
Oh hell yeah, perception. I'm on board.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, that's a 19, baby.
25.
Wow. Well,
I
that's a
got-
great,
Yeah,
really
these-
sharp contrast to our insight rolls from
Yeah.
earlier.
Yep.
Laura is paying far more attention to make sure Shabaka and Filbert don't wander off than
Yep.
anything else.
Yes. Yeah. Those 19s and the 25 definitely see. It looks like a dire wolf. It is
Oh, yeah, that's
just
going to be in
sitting
direwolf form.
on the top of the bridge, facing the town, not doing anything.
Ominous.
Huggy.
Not gonna go pet it.
Is it downwind or upwind from us?
Oh, jeez.
We'll find out.
Because I'm in direwolf form, so would I be able to smell it and know that it was the same direwolf I had seen before, which is Strahd? I have advantage on smell-based checks, I think.
All right. 3/4 of a mile is a long way to pick up a scent.
Okay. Unless he came
Yeah.
from inside the town.
Right. No, you don't catch a scent.
Okay. I'll give a little howl in that direction.
Hello.
It after being addressed, you can see it turns around and kind of trots over the curve of the bridge, and you lose sight of it.
Hmm.
Must be your breath.
It was a long way away. It was like hard to make out at this distance.
I say to Filbert, I kind of liked it better when I could see where it was. Damn.
And other than that, the walk around the town is uneventful. You get back to the Burgomaster's mansion.
Around at night.
The other thing I wanted to see is around the town, is there like a good kind of placement for a wall? And how far away are the trees? And how far away are the trees from the town?
Well, I'll bring you up to the... Not too far for trees.
No, not too far for trees at all. But yeah, the closest trees are closer to Strahd.
Yep. Yeah, it's not the distance that's the problem. It's the leaving the cover of safety, and losing eyesight with the people that you're working with, and like as soon as you can't see somebody who's on the
They're
job,
dead.
then there's a chance that they disappear. That's
Well,
the
what I
experience
was-
of the forest.
Buddy
Fun.
system.
What I was thinking is that if they were here, right, this is right by the town, so these trees could be harvested to make a
Those would
wooden
be the
wall at
easiest
least.
ones.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
I could just take out this section and this section. And then use that to
And
build a
for
wall.
harvesting, for getting the trees, they can always buddy system up because they can't carry trees by themselves anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna need to cut them down and saw them up and stuff, so they just do the edge ones and don't go into the forest.
Ooh, they can do like Cora and Fallon did when they met and just tie themselves together.
Great.
I
So when the
feel like-
dire wolf
Yeah,
grabs
recommend
one,
that
you
one
drag
to
them
Ismark.
both.
We
You
can
drag
use
them
horses
both.
to drag
Yeah,
them.
when Strahd gets one, he gets both.
Well, not
It's
close.
an extra
I mean,
tree.
it's a pretty long lead, and as soon as it tightens, you can always cut it.
Do
Yeah,
we want to build a palisade?
that's what I was
What?
thinking.
Do we have any
Okay.
horses that could possibly help drag the wood?
So yeah, you see that as you go around the village. It's definitely the closest area with trees is very similar, or very very close.
And is this area down here, is this marshland?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. So
Maybe
they
we could
basically have a
weave
swamp
out,
over there, and they got trees on these three sides, and then just field on the other. So,
Yeah, it's basically in a large clearing with a river and a swamp through it. Right. It's now it's a couple
It's a-
miles across and all that, but it's
Could be
close to
good
one
for
side.
farming.
There are farm squares here on the map. They do have some crops here.
Oh, yeah.
And as I say, after that the patrol is uneventful.
okay.
so go
You're
back,
back
to the
at the
house.
mansion.
How many hours left?
That's
in
this
night?
house, right?
That's about 8 o'clock, so give it.
I'll do first watch again.
Okay, the watch order last time was. I have it written down somewhere. Ramses, Fallon, Shabaka, Filbert, Cora.
Okay.
Same order.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Okay.
No answer in the door.
Shortly after midnight, Shabaka, during your watch, you hear a noise. It sounds like someone is in distress.
In the house?
Phelan, what does it sound like?
What?
Hmm?
Fallon, did you say?
Fallon, yeah. You
Sorry, what
wake
did
up.
you say?
You wake up shortly after midnight after
Oh,
your
yeah.
shift. In the middle of Shabaka's shift.
Yeah. Yeah. Fallon wakes up and goes, ah, fuck. And she's gonna go wake people up.
Shabaka transforms into a direwolf in the house and kind of knocks over a bunch of things. What?
What's going on?
So fucking bad news.
Yeah.
I have been charmed by Strahd for the last couple days, apparently.
What?
Did he give you chocolates?
No. But I did tell him a lot of things, but I don't remember what exactly.
Oh no, you remember.
Oh, I do remember?
Yep.
Oh, I tell him. I'm like, yeah, I told
Yep.
him all this fucking shit that we've been doing.
Basically everything you guys did or talked about for the
Yup.
last 2 days.
Fun.
Yep. Sorry. So,
Cut
not
out of
great
that.
news.
That's an awful lot of information to give up. I mean, that's kind of selling yourself cheap.
Yes,
don't
well,
you
it
think?
wasn't fucking willingly.
How were you telling him? I guess I transform back.
Everything.
No,
Yeah,
how?
was
Did he come to
here?
you?
How were you telling him?
Yeah. He would just like show up as a fucking rat. It was weird as hell.
As a rat?
So why are you
Yeah.
telling us now?
Because I am no longer charmed by him, and now I can tell you, because he told me not to.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah, so the first night
And I
was
feel
in the inn
really gross right now.
Oh yeah, right.
the inn last night. Right? So
Yep.
how did that one happen? What's the story of that one?
Fallon was fucking on her watch, and a rat came up and was like, turned into Strahd and was like, "What's up? How's it been going?"
And you were still charmed at the
Maybe
time?
I'm a rat, and
That's right.
you...
I'm a rat.
Yeah. And so Fallon fucking told him everything.
You dirty rat.
Yeah, that
Well,
fucking rat.
I can see that it'll be difficult in order to keep secrets from him.
Well,
gonna
if
be-
it helps,
Oh,
our plans have been absolutely fucking all over the place. So
He's not gonna know which thing we're
don't
gonna
know
do. We don't even know
what
which
he
thing we're
knows
gonna do.
doing. We don't know what we're doing, so
did-
I doubt he does either.
Did he then find out about the Raven people, or did he already know?
He did.
He
You
already
did
knew?
mention. You don't know if he already knew.
Oh, I
But,
don't love that.
Oh.
Hey, at least he'll know that there's a creepy guy looking for the person he wants to bite a lot. Makes me wonder if he's gonna take care of that problem, so we don't have to.
Creepy guy. He's got a challenger for creepy guy after Irina.
Yeah. That guy's dead. We'll get back to that down. That guy's so dead. What did he reveal anything to you that you noticed? Maybe about his plans? Or just his general feeling of what he was going to do with that information?
He didn't even give you wine?
He used a spell, I think.
Yeah. Something.
Or his vampire powers.
Horace
Okay.
He
gonna
asked.
assume-
He
I
asked
think I'm
about
following
Filbert, and
Oh, right.
Who he
Yeah, he did
was.
ask about Filbert.
Just Filbert?
Yeah. I don't.
I'm not just Filbert. I am Filbert Peanut Acorn.
Well, he seems to be, like, known that we were coming, but seems to think Filbert's kind of a fucking wild card.
Well, Filbert, I guess he's worried about you.
He's heard about my party prowess.
he said that not tonight, but last night, that he would come to you tonight as a rat to get like today's, or not him actually, a rat would come to you, and you
Did
could
he?
give your report to the rat, and yes, that totally happened.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, how did he get in the house if he's got to be invited? Like, if you can get in as a rat, that's kind of
That
cheap.
is true.
It's not a house, it's an inn.
So Strahd did not come to you tonight. A rat came to you. You spoke to
Just
the
a
rat.
fucking rat. Okay, cool.
Just a rat.
And the other night, Strahd did come, but we were in the inn,
We were in the inn in
which is a public place. So
Which is a public place. Yeah. It's not a house.
I guess the implication of an inn is you're kind of always invited in.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate.
We should stop staying
We
in
need to
inns.
we need to put a sign up that just says
Do not.
everyone invited except fucking Strahd.
Is
And he
that,
can't come in.
is that how it works?
No
you
shirt,
can't.
no
You can't
shoes,
just
no
revoke an
vampires.
invitation. Yeah, you can't. If he's been invited somewhere, you can't revoke it without like doing divine magics.
Okay.
Even if it was more of an implied invitation. An invitation by societal expectation.
What if they
Yes,
changed
this is
it?
an express written invitation, not an implied verbal invitation. Yeah.
What if
No.
the ownership of the tavern changed, and it became a different tavern?
No,
think-
I'm pretty sure
I
that
think
he still gets
taverns
to
are
come in.
considered public for anyone.
Taverns,
so.
but it's interesting. Like if it was a house, I still think that he'd be allowed into it if the house changed hands.
Because they'd been allowed
Really?
in once.
Really?
Yep.
He has no
Well-
concept of contracts.
Well,
I was just gonna say.
we
It's
would-
a property. It's
House
a property of the
contractor.
building, not the owner.
we would have no way of knowing any of that anyway.
That's true.
Is there anything else you can glean from the questions he asked about what he wants?
Was he a
Only other
Norway
thing he
rat?
said
Was he a roof
regarding
rat?
that was something about arena. He said the matter of Arena Kolyana was supposed to be resolved before you arrived, but I'm sure I can get that plan back on track.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
didn't love that.
Mm-hmm. Full on creepy mode.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make me
Even
feel that
well
that
charmed
tavern
Fallon,
is very safe.
even
I
well
think,
charmed Fallon was not super on board with that statement.
I feel like we should leave for the other town at first light.
Well, we're going to do that anyway because we have to stop at Madame Eva.
But we should definitely hurry.
Yes.
Okay, well then he knows. What
A
does he
lot.
know that can be used against us right now? The only thing I think is concerned is the ravens, and I guess he knows where
And the location
Colin
of-
is. I'm not sure if he cares about that.
I don't think he particularly cares much
He didn't
about this child.
add any follow-on questions or anything like that to that part of the conversation.
The only thing I'm concerned about is Irina's, like, he knows about where Irina is and everything, and can clearly get into that inn. And which would have probably been very useful information to know before we left, but I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that must have been terrible.
And the raven, it fucking sucked. And the rare ravens. Those are my current only concerns. Everything else is so fucking, like, we don't even know what we're doing. Everything else, so that part I'm less concerned about.
So, were you charmed with him since our encounter with him?
Absolutely, yes.
Which was
I
about
just-
48 hours ago right now.
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
That's a powerful spell. Are you
think it's a spell, I think
sure
it's
that
an
it is
ability.
gone now?
Yes, because I can tell you about it.
What does anyone know of any spells that can remove such a thing?
No.
I'm
My
gonna take.
spellcasting knowledge is incredibly
Weak.
specific.
We don't
to
have
hitting
dispel
people
magic,
better.
right?
No.
Yeah.
That's a level 3 spell, baby. No way.
Do we
You've
think?
seen him use it now. It is not a spell.
That's what I
Oh.
keep saying. It's not a spell. I think it's just a vampire ability.
Vampires. Ay.
It's like when you drive somebody
Also, the
out of
thing-
the room after you've eaten too much of, something. It's not a spell. It's more like an aura.
What were you gonna say, Jess?
And it lasts 24 hours. In
And
a
he-
single
He
incantation.
renewed it.
He did.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not charm person. It is its own thing. It has its own list of things it can get you to do.
Okay. And so I guess the reason he wasn't able to re-implement it is because we were staying in this house. I bet you if we'd gone to the inn, he would have been able to do it again.
Perhaps.
That's why he had a rat meet you here, right?
Wasn't he able
I-
to get into this house before?
I
His
don't
house,
know.
no.
They redid their wards or whatever.
Yes, that's right. I was
Yes.
wondering if I was going to have to
Um,
bring that up, but yes.
Oh,
Be-
What a
after
good
the second
idea I
time
had.
Arena was attacked. They managed to basically consecrate the house and get him uninvited.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if we'd stood at the inn if he would have redone the spell. All I know is that the DM said I wasn't gonna be under the spell anymore because I just spent 2 whole fucking days in game under the spell. And he was like, under the fact that he was like, listen, don't worry, it's over now. I keep ending up fucking charmed by vampires, man.
Mhm.
I can't win.
Why? You're just a vampire
Oh, the
magnet.
vampire in now here.
Yeah.
Poor soul.
Tomorrow before we leave, we should try to get that the ritual for doing that protection spell from our host here.
Oh, that's
Well, he
a good
probably had
idea.
Donavich do it.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Well,
if
whoever
Donavich
knows how
could
to do it, we
I'm
should
sure
get it
Ramses
before we
could
go.
do it.
Exactly. I could probably do it. Maybe. I don't know if I can do one well enough to stop a vampire. But
Well,
see what I've got.
let's find out what it is. So if it's a divine spell, then we can do that. If it's just some kind of ritual that only works here, then we should learn it.
This is a good idea. Because when we're in Valaki, maybe we can just find somewhere to fucking crash and consecrate that area so Strahd can't get in.
Yeah.
And Irina will be safer. Well, I vote we go back to bed. Not much we can do right now.
All I can think is the fact that I'm very glad that Cora does not tell the party her opinions. Except when she wants to kill Filbert half the time.
Right?
Fallon wants to fucking fight something so bad right now. She's so pissed off. She does not like having her autonomy fucked with. I mean, no one would, but she just makes her very angry.
Because it's the vampire.
All right.
Yeah, she just wants to fucking kill Strahd more now than ever. Fuck that bitch. He's no longer my good friend Strahd.
I turn back into a direwolf and I put my paw up and in the sort of come on kind of thing. So I'll just change back to normal if you fight it. I nudge her a little bit. Come on.
Fallon?
Well,
I'm gonna fight him now.
Yeah, do it.
No.
Hold on. I can't speak with animals because I have no fucking idea what you're trying to tell me.
Do it. I will take that out for you. Come on.
Do what? Like,
I go to bite it. I go to bite her.
You're gonna fight
What?
her?
Oh, you
Yeah.
want to fight me?
Yeah.
Bar?
Surbaka wants you to take it out on him because he wants you to feel better.
That's not really gonna.
I'll go
Chewbacca's messed
What
up.
form are you in? You're in like
pat
you're in
Chewbacca
direwolf
on the
form
back
right
of
now.
the head and go, that's not quite what she's thinking. It doesn't make her feel better attacking her own friends.
Okay, goes.
He looks at you with that sort of side head turn thing that animals do.
Yeah, no, Fallon will fucking like roughhouse with him.
Yeah.
Bar.
There you go.
It can't hurt him because it just if you beat him, then he just turns back to normal. He's not injured.
Yeah.
Rattling.
Also, I
We've
just
probably
feel
done that
very-
before.
It's very much something that like wolves and werewolves and stuff would probably do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bar with each other and stuff. So, yeah,
And we're doing it right in this guy's living room.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
think
in
Fallon.
his
I don't
living
think.
room.
Servants' quarters, but yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Filbert
looking
starts
thrown
talking. Here, check this out, Filbert.
If you guys
roll
want a long rest
signal.
after this, you're gonna have to head to bed, back to bed pretty soon.
I'm going back to bed.
It's a
Yeah.
quick tussle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. You guys
Well,
can
that's not
totally
quick
get that out of your
talk, though.
system.
We don't have to
Actually,
play it out. We'll just say we did it.
Fallon,
just have a
you
quick
were
little
actually going to
tussle.
have quite a lot of trouble sleeping tonight until that, actually. So
Yeah, tires are
that's the
out.
only reason you're actually able to get your long rest is because you kind of like put some distance in there. So
Some burn off some excess energy
Yep,
and anger.
exactly. Yep.
And without saying anything, Cora is essentially just gonna become Fallon's nightlight.
I got a feeling
I
Cora's
love
about to
that.
start writing in a diary and in a way that others would find shocking. And some...
Oh, that's
Wow.
becoming your nightlight. That's so sweet.
Because I bet that Fallon has like a special connection with the moon and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like her tattoos glow with the same kind of countenance as moonlight.
Yeah, that's very sweet. I like that.
Hmm.
Fallon finds it very soothing.
We have someone that's willing to stay up for a little bit longer to make sure she falls asleep first.
She does.
Pretty fair, she falls asleep pretty fucking fast.
Although Shabaki, you're still on watch, so you're
I'll do the rest of my watch in the direwolf, slightly injured direwolf form.
okay. Then Filbert and Cora's watches go without incident, and you wake up in the morning, and everyone is rested. Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to take care of in the village of Barovia?
Just getting that ritual.
Oh, find out about the consecration ritual, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you go to
Donavich, what's up?
Donavich's. He says, "Ah, yes, the ritual. Yes, of
Fallon
course.
literally doesn't care about this, so she's just gonna go and vibe with Colin and work on his knife skills.
Yeah, Ramses and I are interested in
Yep.
this.
I'm interested.
Colin reports that he woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning. He said there were chores, but he's been nice. And I asked him if he could help with my family, and he said yes.
Oh, that's good.
It's cute.
I think this is gonna be okay.
Good.
Good,
excellent.
good.
Now come on, let's work on your dagger. Your dagger work so that if
Dagger
it
training.
doesn't go well, you have a backup plan.
Sounds good, he says. And so he leans into learning his dagger skills.
Oh, and before he goes off and does that, and say, I whisper to him, "Never let anyone bully you."
Yeah, that's why I'm giving him dagger skills. If anyone
I
tries to
nod
do him
approvingly.
shit, he can fucking stab them.
I nod
Just in case you
approvingly.
don't have a dagger handy. A nice stout mug will do the same trick. Works just like a club. Just saying.
Maybe when he
Well,
gets
he's
a little
child.
older.
I feel like he's more likely to have a dagger handy than a fucking alcohol mug.
Filbert,
Oh.
I don't think he has the
You drink
strength to
coffee?
swing that.
Could be a sippy cup. I mean, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, he's a little old to have a sippy cup.
I don't know things about humans.
So consecration.
Yeah.
Getting back to that.
Yeah, sorry. That's just what Fallon's doing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, consecration to keep vampire spawn out of a location is actually really complicated. There is a relic, says he says, under this altar that we
Oh.
use. We channel the divine energies through in order to prevent any undead from entering the church. A bone from this relic I put under the Burgomaster's house when Irina was being threatened. So it can be done, but it's a dangerous thing. It weakens the power of the original source of the relics. I mean, there are other relics. If you could find a new relic that another place could be consecrated. Are you thinking of here or in Valaki?
Valaki.
In Valaki, in order to keep your sister safe.
In Valaki, you'd have to check out St. Andrew's Church there. The leader of that church.
Or is there another relic that people have heard of but has not been retrieved by anyone here?
Not that I know of. Lucian Petrovich runs St. Andrew's.
Just fucking
Angels,
adding shit to our goddamn list.
Yeah, and I'm sure he could help you out more easily than I.
Where are we? Are we at the church or are we at the...
Yeah, you've gone up to the church to ask
Okay.
about this.
I see. Okay, so we'll head over there. Is there any other things, since we're kind of new here, is there any other things you guys do that we could maybe do to help protect us?
Don't invite them in.
Yes, we figured that one out. But we had one of our members charmed by him, so...
Oh, that's terrible. That has happened occasionally. And a charmed individual can invite him in.
Yes, that's what I figured. With the charmed individual, do you know of any spells that can remove that charm? Or detect it, at least? Does lesser restoration work?
Greater would.
Probably
I don't know
fucking
about
not lesser
lesser.
restoration.
Yeah, I didn't think lesser was going to do it. Greater, possibly?
I think so.
I'm not experienced enough yet to do that.
Oh, if you have someone you suspect, I might be able to help you out there.
Like to break free from the clutches of this,
Well,
Charmed?
it's a little late
or
for
to be a
that.
charmers. Like if you
Well-
suspect something, it's a Strahd, but in disguise.
Oh, I was more trying to detect if one of us had been influenced by him, so we could not have that situation again before we discuss anything.
Every morning, ask someone their opinion of Strahd.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Do you like Strahd?
Yeah.
Is he your bestie?
would his
Is he
influence
your bestie?
Is Strahd your good friend?
would his influence have forced them to?
You might remember, Fallon, that Strahd actually instructed you on the second day that if anyone were
he
to
did.
ask, you were to say that you wanted to kill him for what he did to you.
I forgot about that.
And she actually did say that. I remember that.
So he's clever that way.
Yeah, but I forgot about that.
He's probably been doing this for a lot longer than us.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3 months.
For like hundreds of years.
Oh, Filbert.
What?
Bless your tiny heart.
Bless your tiny heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your tiny brain. The thing is, I make jokes about that, but he straight up has a higher intelligence score than Fallon, so...
That's true. What's his wisdom like?
10, 10, and well, his charisma is 8.
Okay, Fallon's got
Yeah.
fucking good
No.
wisdom. Well, she got +1.
I probably have the best wisdom.
She's a ranger with a +1 wisdom.
What's your wisdom?
Mine, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Donavich can't really help you.
Okay.
I
All right,
finally
so we
tracked
got-
him down. His about the most complicated thing he can cast is Bless, Cure Wounds, and Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's first level
Yeah.
spells. Okay. One more thing. Is there anything that you know of in divine casting that doesn't work here? Well, I guess you didn't always been here, so you wouldn't know. All right. Never mind.
Adventurers have come through, and I haven't heard anything of the sort. They have reported things that look differently, though.
But still work the same?
Mostly.
Could you point out where they pointed stuff out?
Let's see.
Chewbacca, this is kind of the whole work smarter, not harder thing. Yeah, someone else to do the thinking for us.
Oh, yes. This is a chance for the DM to do some exposition.
Sometimes I think that, it's a bit of a curse to have everything spelled out, because then I have to go find
And
it.
you have to look it up.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, ah, shit.
Sometimes it is definitely easier to run your own material because it's all
Then it's in your
all
head,
in your
yeah.
Because you made it up.
Yeah.
So you can just say whatever you want.
Yeah, because you don't want to say something then and have to retcon it after. Or say something and then we use that thing and then it's like, you have to stick with it.
Oh yeah, I have to do that now? Ugh.
Sucks to be you. You're stuck with it now. Ha ha.
Let's see. Does anyone have the alarm spell?
No.
I think
I have
that's
a
on my
lot of spell.
list.
Can I get that?
Instead of hearing a mental ping when the alarm is triggered, the caster hears a scream.
Oh, wow.
Jesus
Bigby's hand.
Christ.
The conjured hand is skeletal.
Ugh.
Cool.
I'm gonna keep those ones in my pocket. Find the path.
Existential horror.
Find
A
the
child spirit appears and guides the caster to the desired location.
Oh, man.
Spirits can't be
That's
harmed
so
or
Really?
This
speak.
whole place is so unsettling. I fucking
Come
hate
on,
it.
man.
There's another dozen or so that I'll skip over.
Jesus, they're like, well, oh, I can take alarm if I wanted to. That actually probably
Now you can be awoken by a scream if you choose to.
Yeah, it's fun.
That isn't on my
Super.
list. Although I think it should be a druid spell. It's not.
It's a ranger spell, so I can learn it if I really want to. I can't cast it as a ritual though, because rangers can't cast ritual spells.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only like I think
I think I
Cleric.
can.
I don't think druids can. I think it's just like wizards, clerics, and
Oh, really?
maybe druids.
You
Yeah,
can't do ritual
not a
spells
lot
as a
of them.
ritual?
You can take the spell, but unless you have the ritual casting feat, you can't do it like in the ritual
Oh.
way.
Yeah,
Not,
it's
not
only
feat,
like
class
a few.
class feature.
That's just a class
No, it's a-
feature of at first level?
I don't recall specifically
Yeah,
when it is, but yeah.
Rich such a spell can be cast.
Oh, I just thought it was a thing everybody could do. Okay.
Oh, druids can.
Oh, they can. Okay.
Yeah, the cleric and the druid, for example, have such a feature. They cast with the spell prepared, or as the wizard does. Yeah, I think it's wizards, clerics, and druids.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to learn from Donavich?
Are there any animals that kind of hang around town that are? Because
Also, artificers and bards.
we could see through their eyes and stuff like that. I can at least.
No, there are always ravens flying about.
There we
Most
go.
of the other animals we keep out of town.
I always wanted to be a bird.
Does Strahd use animals as his, like, does he use them like on a regular basis
Spies?
as
Yes,
spies and
very
stuff?
much.
And
Spies or enforcers or
can you tell
anything of
which
the sort.
which one is his and which one isn't?
Not definitively. Sometimes they act different.
Hmm. And there are many were creatures here. Are there any types that we've seen were rats, or we haven't seen were rats, but I think that there's were rats, werewolves, were ravens.
There's a werewolf den to the west near the village of Kresk.
We also have to take
on
care
our
of them.
list. That's
On
on
our
our list.
I remember them.
on the list.
hmm
Okay.
We're making a list. Checking it twice.
Da-da-da-da.
Gonna find out who's naughty and naughty.
Who
Naughty
howls
and
in
naughtier.
that light?
Naughtier.
hmm
There's no nice here.
Oh, nice.
We've met some nice people.
There may be some lice, though.
As far as we know.
Are there were lice?
Were lice.
What a lousy job.
Elmira.
So I take it no is the answer to the question about.
No, is the answer
Yeah,
to the question.
can't think of anything else, so go for it.
Yeah. And next, you guys were headed to the Madame Eva's.
Gypsy, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you head back out of town and you get to the intersection with the gallows on it.
Yep.
Hopefully nobody in it.
Around here, right?
Oh. Out
Yes, right there.
Yes.
Okay, and so you head towards the north. And I'll do a reveal. There we go.
Yay.
And the
More
road
town.
gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. It looks like the people around the campfire are the last of some people that have been up all night. They have been passing around a wineskin and having a good time. And there's the person playing the accordion is there. The songs, the singers, the voices of the participants in the song have mostly faded at this point.
So they're probably completely unintelligible even if you spoke their language, right?
Oh no, they're fairly intelligible and they're speaking common.
Hi.
Oi, hello. Come along. Have a seat.
Yeah, we drink and have fun, eh?
Do they... Have we seen them before?
No, not specifically. Okay, hold on.
This map is blank.
Map is unprepared. How did that happen?
Not drink map.
Oh no.
There we go.
Boom. Okay.
Those are massive fucking horses.
Yeah.
Horses take up
Strange
4
numbers are
squares. So
shown.
just
Normally
like-
they actually
all
hide those
strangely
things by
alike.
default. Let me just.
Something about this place is deeply unsettling. I think it's because they all have the same token, and
I
then there's just
know.
these massive horses.
I was just gonna say
Also,
wall.
it would be very
a wall of
disturbing to see
horse.
all of the same guy in there.
tokens
The
in
wall of
general I
horse.
don't use unless there's fight. So
Yeah.
like the fact that there's tokens on the map is unsettling. So yeah.
Right?
They, like,
No.
turn around and they're like, "What's?" And then they all speak in unison. They're like,
We
"Hello."
are one.
We're like, "Ah,
yeah. Yeah.
Be
no,
one of us. One,
One
of us.
Wall of
No.
horse.
Wall of horse.
Goodness. What
It's
song-
like wall of force, but it's
are these,
wall of
are
horse.
these festive songs that they're playing, or are they like
Festive,
started
yes,
off
yes.
festive, but they're drunk and tired now?
Yeah, they're definitely drunk and tired now, but come, Outlander. Come sit.
Okay.
We will
Right?
How do you play one
Cora.
of them?
Curious.
reminisce about the good times,
Alan
yes?
doesn't sit.
Yes. Yes. I like reminiscing. Does it involve beer?
How many people are there here?
Fine, a small amount. You are outsiders. You should pace yourself, he says, and he passes you, Filbert, a wineskin.
It takes slug.
Yeah, it seems to be the cheap stuff.
So it's like
Um,
more like vinegar that's got slightly turned and become alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. And
I,
he like visibly, like when he sees you, like kind of like you can't hide your taste of disappointment on your face, and he says, "Yes, well, good stuff is hard to find these days."
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cast a good berry in front of him, and as the berries appear, I'm gonna say, "I gift these to you. They will only last 1 day, but if you eat them, they will fill your belly, and they will also heal damage if you are wounded."
Oh,
Damage.
oh, well, very good, he says.
So I hand him 10 good berries,
Oh,
or he can spread them out if he wants.
yummy. This is good berry. We should call it that. I think we will call it that.
Excellent.
Almost like wrapped in bacon too.
Wrapped in bacon, yes.
Have a seat. Have a seat around the fire. The day has come, but the fire is still warm. We were about to tell a story. You want to listen?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
It's like he kind of nods over at one of the other ones, who begins to speak. As I was saying before our guests arrived, this is the story of the time that a mighty wizard came to this land. It was over a year ago, but I
Oh.
remember him like it was yesterday.
Oh,
He
we've
stood
heard about
exactly
this
where you're
daily.
standing, he says, and he points at Cora. Very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls, he says, and he gestures upriver. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder struck the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body myself to see, if he had anything of value. But the river had already claimed him.
The wizard didn't have Featherfall.
He may have been dead before he left the
He
top
did.
of the
He did not
falls.
have any spell slots left.
Whoa.
I don't know. But I
Then
saw
that-
this for real with these eyes, he says, gesturing at his face.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't with other eyes.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Yeah. Two of the Vistani laugh at that as well, actually.
I want to point out Fallon, dead face. Completely serious face.
So, you are Outlanders. You've come to our village. I'm guessing you are here to see Madame Eva.
Yes. I am greatly interested in doing so.
Well, she does tend to be an early riser, he says, and he kind of gestures towards the larger tent down by the water.
Am I welcome to venture in?
Yes, go ahead. She likes visitors.
PP visitors.
Do we go in one at a time, or can we all go in?
Oh, all together. His group thing.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Is there a bathroom there?
Pardon?
Nothing.
I punched Filbert in the shoulder. I'll say, enjoy the berries.
Yes, they are good. Berries are
Yes, they are good.
good.
Good
We agreed to
berries.
call them Good Berry.
Yes,
Goodberry.
Mm-hmm.
that's a
And
really
they,
good
they,
name.
Like, congratulate each other for such a clever name. Okay, inside Madame Eva's tent, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived. Crackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
I clap a little bit.
Alan does not love that. She's weird.
Cora bobs her head. Cora is quite used to like creepy old ladies that do magic and know the future, so this is kind of like old hat for her.
Alan instantly is like, is this another fucking witch? Like, that's what's running through her mind.
She looks
Crackling.
to you, Cora, and says, Karaza of the Morrowind, I expected you to be very awakening, and I'm glad to see that I am right. Shabaka, tribeless of the north.
What?
Fallon, daughter of Ro. Ramses, servant of Osiris. I have waited to meet you for a long time. Wait. Who are you?
I'm me.
She says, looking at Filbert.
I'm me.
Me?
Yes.
Is this common name where you come from? I don't know it.
Filbert Peanut Acorn at your service.
Filbert Penuticorn. Interesting.
Filbert's actually the most fucking powerful character out of all of us because no one knows
No
who the
one
fuck he
knows.
is.
He's totally untrackable.
Your
Yeah.
presence here was not foretold.
He's so
That's-
just so
My
That
parents told me
might
the same thing.
change the fates.
Yeah.
She says, and she shuffles around. Sit, she says, and she gestures to the table, covered in
Okay.
velvet with the crystal ball on it. But she's like, oh no, and she takes the crystal ball and she puts it aside. It's like, this is not for you. You sit now.
That's for the tourists.
Yes, tourists, exactly. These are for you. And she pulls out a deck of cards. And she
Deck of many
separates
things.
separates it into two piles, one of which is larger than the other. And she shuffles each side. And
Ooh.
she sets
doing
out
tarot card readings. That's fun.
Oh,
5 spots here.
yeah, she has a thing.
Fucking radical. This is cool.
And
Fallon is intrigued.
One.
Fallon may draw the first card and place it on the spot that says 1.
Cora looks very
There-
No,
intent.
I'm going to
We
shuffle
don't
before we
see a
begin.
1.
Actually, hold a sec.
I don't see a
We
one.
don't-
There
we
also
see a
are no
one.
numbers, by the way.
Oh,
It's probably
Rip.
this one though.
yeah. So 1 is actually on the left. Sorry, 1 is the
This one?
leftmost one. Do you not see the deck?
No.
No,
I see
we
the deck. There aren't any numbers.
and we see the card slots.
Oh,
we just
shit,
don't
what
see
did I
numbers.
Okay, so yeah, it's on the left.
Oh shit! I picked the hooded one.
Okay.
I got the bearded lady once.
Radical.
Hold
That's
on.
cool.
Cora is a very intent, and honestly, this seems like she's a lot more comfortable here in a weird way.
Alan's just really curious.
This card tells of history. This is something she says before you reveal the card. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And then she looks down at the hooded one.
Knowledge is not Fallon's strong suit.
Is 7 of Swords. I see a faceless god. He awaits you at the end of a long, winding road, deep in the mountains. Shabaka, would you care to draw a card and place it in the top position?
That weirds Fallon out like so much.
Do I just click? It says draw one
This
card.
card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
Where do I put it?
Wait.
Here?
In the top card position.
Ooh.
Ooh, traitor.
Traitor.
What was the purpose
Fallon
of this
looks
one?
at Shabaka
Can you
like,
say that again?
Sure. Hold on. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
Maybe it's a traitor to Strahd. That will help us.
Silver sniffs his armpit.
I think that's glyphs. Yep. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy.
I think we might have found her.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
think I know who this wealthy woman who has a relationship with the devil is.
Wow. Maybe
I
we
also love that one was like instructions.
Wow.
The other ones were like, these are vague things, and this one was like, go find this fucking woman. She's got some weird bones.
Go get her.
Ramses, would you care to draw a card and place it in the rightmost spot? This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. One of glyphs.
Ooh.
The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint.
Really?
In the house of a saint, hidden behind the sun, in the house of a saint. Okay,
Was there a sun symbol in the church?
we'll have to go check.
Gonna have to
So
look
there's a
reference.
distillery in the church?
No, the one we were at already. Just earlier today.
I doubt it's that church.
Yeah, I doubt
Nothing
it. I doubt it too, but-
noticeable as a big sun in that church, no.
Okay. Cross it off.
Well,
Cora,
we'll
would you care
cross
to
it off.
draw a card and place it in the fourth
Big
bottom position?
sun.
This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
How do I? It's
And drag it from the bottom right.
it is
Yeah, that's right.
moving around. I
9 of
cannot move.
stars.
I
You
cannot
have one.
move it. Thank you.
I moved it for you.
Thank you.
The bottom, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I see a dead village drowned by a
Sorry,
river.
this
Ruled
card
by
seems on
one who
brand
has
for
brought great
Cora.
evil into the world.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah. I see a dead village drowned by a river, ruled by one who has brought great evil into the world.
That's
You're gonna
She-
help us?
town of
No.
Barovia? Did it look like it had ever been like
A village drowned by a
swamped?
village or by
No,
a river.
Yep. That's a great question.
Well, there's another.
Um,
There's other villages.
hmm
What about this one?
And Philibert,
Ominous.
why don't you do the honors and take our last location? Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Oh, sorry. Actually, hold on. I screwed one thing up. The last two I'm gonna have to do over again. Because she takes that first deck and puts it aside. and pulls out the other half of the deck. And now the last two. We're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
do
Distillery and the
Cora's
church.
Cora's first to the bottom.
Okay.
Thing you seek lies with. No wait.
Whoa.
This card
Who's
sheds
the
light on
ally?
one who would help you greatly in the battle against darkness. And the
Beast.
beast.
I like my other card better. It's prettier.
Yeah.
Your other card also had big Cora energy.
This one is what Cora is thinking every single time she sees Filbert.
Beast.
Oh, this is awesome. The beast. A werewolf hides a secret hatred for your enemy. Use her hatred to your advantage.
Oh.
You know what? We moon ladies gotta stick together.
And lastly, this will lead you to your enemy.
Ooh.
Marionette.
That's a really cool card
Crowns.
for that too.
Marionette, nice.
Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
Hmm.
That's obscure.
Yeah. So that is your reading. There you go. And I'll write that up and put it somewhere that everyone can see it.
Awesome, thank you.
Filbert's
And,
gonna
I
was
figure this out
fucking-
completely the wrong way.
Fallon's just nodding along, but she's got no goddamn clue what any of that
He's
meant.
gonna steal the card.
I got something stuck in my teeth. Hold on. Can I have this card for a second?
Oh my god. I think Cora's gonna actually stab you if you do that.
She might.
She's shooting daggers from her eyes at you.
Do not disrespect the one thing.
Literally.
Eva looks at you all and says, "This is very interesting. Strahd came here many years ago for a reading himself to learn how he might escape this place. The cards I drew for him led him to you, or at
Strahd
least
wants-
4 of you.
Strahd wants to escape?
He has been
Oh, right.
in this land for more than 400 years.
Forgot about that.
And
Could
he,
be bored.
yes, bored is probably what it is. He thinks of it as ambition, but bored is probably more accurate.
Well, he can escape when we fucking kill him.
Well, she says, looking at Filbert, now maybe you have a chance.
Oh no.
Filbert is our fucking final
He's sitting
chance.
there
Oh,
looking away,
boy.
picking his nose.
I was just
What?
thinking-
Yeah, we all just like turn and stare at Filbert like very doubtfully. We're like, oh, great.
Trying to
Oh,
flick
no.
something off of his finger.
Filbert, you're our only hope.
My parents were fond of saying, "Bless his little heart."
Well, we got the wild card.
You are
Dead.
aware that it's not a good thing, Filbert.
What? I have a heart.
Yeah.
And while we're a little early tonight, I think we're going to leave it there. Everything else is going to be downhill after that.
I just want to do more tarot
Oh,
readings.
dear.
That's fucking fun.
Yep.
Cora wants to talk to Madame Eva and just love
I'll
her.
continue
and-
the conversation. Yeah, we just won't cut after
Yeah.
the scene. We'll cut.
Okay, just in general, because Cora is like, this is probably the only place, as far as she knows, that she's felt a little bit more at home, and she's longed to be in this area just to see what it would feel like for her, and the sort of the tent life plus the tarot cards and like the philosophy and things like that, and like spiritual stuff. It's a very up her alley.
Mm.
So for her, it's just yay, yay.
Well, perhaps you will take up the cards one day, she says.
Oh.
I would love to. Is it more of a feeling or more of a learned thing?
The cards, they do what they... The cards do the work. I am their conduit. For me, it is easy.
I would
I
like
let
for
the
it to be
people flip
easy.
them over. I interpret the results.
Do you get chicken entrails as well, or not a different religion?
What about
Cards for
tea
me.
leaves?
Leaves? Oh.
The ball has its uses, she says, kind of vaguely gesturing at the counter where she'd placed the crystal ball. But not as good as the cards.
Cool.
Filbert gives a sage nod like he understands exactly what she just said. And
My people tend to see the future in the sand, in the sky. Complete darkness.
Inside track to only Cora.
Oh shit.
Fallon's just like, okay, that's fucking
I'm
weird.
not good at this.
Shabaka looks at Filbert and shrugs his
Not bad roll.
shoulders.
Okay.
Sounds like it's fucking Sam.
He
Like, okay.
looks away from you while you are saying that, and for like the next minute doesn't make eye contact. Obviously, there's something weird, but you have no indication
Uncomfortable?
what it might be.
Uncomfortable or like guilt? Just not looking.
Good roll. Let's go with
thinking something doesn't agree with-
Perception.
Or maybe that jealousy?
Deception.
I've had that
Deception.
expression
Or
before.
no, it's not deception, but she knows something she's not saying.
Hmm.
When Cora says that, Fallon just kind of goes, I can figure out what direction to go in from the stars. You're just trying to, like, add to the conversation.
Yeah. Am I
But
being
she
useful
does
by
not
saying
understand
this?
what's going on.
The stars are useful for a variety of things. The sea, the sand, the stars. It is a wonder to our people.
Mm-hmm.
There's always things to be learned.
The stars
Sure.
can be a wonderful guide. They can show you a great many things besides north and south.
Yeah,
Yes.
east and west.
Fallon,
She-
That
do you
is
know
Fallon's
that
indeed
nodding.
like double the things.
And up and down.
Fallon's
up and
nodding
down.
really sagely, like she's like, yeah, fucking, you can go east. Yeah, you can find east and west too. It's crazy. Like, like she thinks that's exactly what she means.
Shabaka
my
pulls Fallon back a little bit.
My
She-
sister tribe, the
she can-
Taurians, worship the sun. We worship the moon.
She looks into the crystal ball for a second, and then she like shakes her head like she's disappointed.
She looks at the crystal ball and she's like, "Oh no, they're all stupid."
She looks back at Fallon and says, "Tomorrow the stars may hold more for you than you know, but I can tell you nothing."
Tell me, Madame Eva, is tomorrow the full moon?
It's maybe. It's
Fallon
very
kind of winces
close.
and goes like, "Ooh, I get a little testy on the full moon."
I just glow more.
I can be
It's a nice trick.
irritable.
It's a nice trick. I give off 5 feet of dim light.
Is it
Fallon's
true
like,
that
I get more irritable as if she's not fucking irritable all the time.
is it
I'm
true that
usually the picture of chillax.
I asked Madame Eva, is it true that werewolves cannot control themselves under the full moon?
This is what I hear of werewolves, yes.
Fallon fucking scoffs. Only shitty werewolves.
Shabaka gives you a little side glance and like,
What? My dad could always control himself on the full moon.
I believe it is.
That's
for
not a
what you
problem you've
worship.
ever had before.
Yeah. He's more thinking about this land.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only shitty werewolves. These ones are shitty werewolves.
You're not a werelouse.
I'm gonna take Entangle tomorrow.
You could be a were-spider.
Madame Eva,
Yes.
do you
What
think
can I do?
I would love for a private reading? If you were open to such a thing. It
Yes.
reminds me of my home, and in some ways you remind me of my grandmother.
I produce another amount of
fucking
good
calling me
berries and
old
hand them to
bitch?
her.
Well,
She's
the grandmother's the matriarch, aka the one that knows everything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was joking.
I hand Cora some good berries to give her for like a payment or something.
Pay them in berries.
Hey, that's worth more than gold
I eat
here.
just fine here, thank you.
Oh.
I will require no payment, and certainly not that one. I will give you your reading. She says she takes a bag from the side cupboard, and she says, "Here you go. Scatter these on the table."
Okay. Cora looks very grateful and very nervous.
I look
And
around.
she will-
Should we leave?
Up to Cora.
I was asking Cora.
She nods.
Okay.
This is more of a private thing for where she's
I
from.
reach
Fallon-
my huge
Fallon is
long arms
hesitant.
out and shuffle everybody out.
Yeah, Fallon is hesitant.
I have 10-foot reach, so I get everybody.
Corral her out of the room.
Cora smiles and takes one of her bracelets off and just hands it to Fallon so she can fiddle with it while
Here's a toy for the child.
toy.
Fallon,
Somebody in the road.
Fallon stands outside of the tent, like with her arms crossed, like guarding the door.
What are you gonna do? It's a tent flap.
Just make
Bust
sure
it
nothing
down if need be.
happens.
Yeah.
As soon as you're alone, you can see that something is bothering her.
Something's bothering Cora too. So
Yeah.
She's
She
like, "Oh,
says
this is your party."
she looks at you holding the bag that you can tell feels like it contains chicken bones or something like that.
It is chicken bones. You were right.
And she says, "Ignore the bones. Come sit down. I have
Ignore
some
the
bad
bones. What a
Okay.
I have
sentence.
some bad news."
of course. And Cora will sit.
Yes. The prophecy.
Oh.
The prophecy was not meant for you. I hate to say it, you were not the chosen of the Miramond. The prophecy spoke of another. Strahd needed you here. And he manipulated things, and he corrupted people. And you have the blade, congratulations. But you
It is not mine. then.
cannot
Why?
save the Miramond. You are not the chosen of your people.
Why did it accept me then? Why
I
did
cannot
the
say.
Astral Waters?
Strahd is resourceful. I did not give him a plan of action, but he came to me and he asked for a reading. I gave the reading, and now you are here. I am very sorry to be the bearer of this news for you. And unfortunately, without the prophesied leader, your people will be in grave danger, and their fate may already be set.
No.
And then she kind of like shifts her posture back a bit. But what do I know? I'm just a fortune teller. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe it's all made up mumbo jumbo, eh?
I know better to recognize. I know a fortune teller when I see one.
She
And she
smiles.
says, and she's obviously very shaken, on the edge of tears because she doesn't know what that means for her or for her family or what could influence the Miramon's essentially holy weapon, artifact level weapon, to be influenced to choose her if it was meant for someone else. She
I'm
doesn't know what
afraid
that
I
means.
don't know either. It seems beyond the simple trick. Something would have had to have been done that was very serious. But without this prophecy, without this blade, you would not be here, and he needed you here. So the prophecy was changed.
Cora pulls the blade's pommel from her forehead because that's where she keeps it, and transforms it back into the blade and stares at it.
Still
And
works, does everything it's supposed to.
sets it on the table before Madame Eva. I don't know what Cora is expecting to happen or what she's anticipating could be true or not true, but she's staring at it like it's obviously the weapon.
Madame Eva is also staring at it, and you get the impression she's not sure what she's expecting either. Both of you are looking at it like something might happen. A minute goes by and nothing does, and eventually she kind of looks up at you and says, and just shrugs her shoulders. I can be no more help. I don't know.
And I cannot return to my siblings then.
You may find that you have to, whether you can save them or not. That will be for the future to tell. I will tell you now that the odds are not in your favor,
No.
nor the prophecy.
The prophecy did foretell of a future battle. But if it was never mine to fight, then why did I meet these folks at all?
But I didn't only want you here. He has manipulated all of you. And the prophecy he gave you, that he fed you, these are the people he wanted here. His plan has succeeded so far.
And there is nothing else for me then.
This is for you to decide. Prophecies are only part of the future.
Yes.
You have already defied part of the prophecy. There were to be 4 of you, and now there are 5.
Yes, I know.
Or maybe the future is unknown.
I knew there were only 4 as well. That's why I'm so ill intent towards Filbert.
Also, he's just so annoying.
From the back.
I understand your position there, but he may also be your salvation.
See, that's all this is.
Thank you.
I wish I had better news.
This is
And
our fate again.
there's nothing for me in the chicken bones then.
Yeah, it was a trick
Some-
for your friends.
Some garlic
Yes.
and
You can
pepper.
come out. You tell them whatever you want to tell them. The chicken bones can say anything.
Other tourist thing.
The chicken bones can say anything. Okay.
Filbert's out there completely oblivious, smelling his armpits right now.
Our savior, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wait, this is
Chosen
Aang,
one?
master of all 4 elements.
Actually, arguably, the not chosen one.
The unchosen
That's
one.
what
The
makes it
unchosen
the
one.
unchosen one.
Everyone's like, really? Damn.
Him?
And unless
Um,
anybody has something to say to Madame Eva that they think is better than that, we will
I
call
don't
it
think
there.
so.
No.
That was really good.
I think Cora's gonna fucking cry now. Bye.
I will say when Cora leaves the tent, Fallon is gonna like ask her if she's okay.
She's visibly not okay.
Yeah.
Nope. She's not wearing her headpiece.
Fallon kind of
far from
growls.
okay.
Fallon fucking growls and is like, what did she fucking do?
And she just cries and walks away.
Fallon is gonna offer a hug. really, really awkwardly.
Shabaka looks back and forth and like doesn't know what to do.
Yep.
It's one of those just silent cries that she
Does
she's
Cora
not
does Cora
sobbing.
accept the hug?
She barely recognizes that it's there.
Fallon just kind of is like patting you on the back, like there.
And after a little bit, Cora will put her headpiece back on, and with a sort of, almost in a way that it almost hurts her to put it back on. It kind of looks or feels like the amount of like, not necessarily anger, but there's something pent up now. Like, it's happening. And she'll acknowledge Fallon.
Sounds like, are you like good?
And without a word, she'll just kind of swallow, look Fallon in the eye, and just shake her head. No.
Oh.
Oh.
Anything I can do?
I just need to rearrange my worldview, I think.
Oh.
Is it something that talking with us might help?
I think I need to talk with my spirits first. Maybe to the
Oh.
air if they're not even there.
Is there beer?
Okay.
Punch Filbert.
No, there isn't.
How many times do we have to say we can't have any beer here? There's nothing nice in this land.
You're right. Hold on. They want that stuff made from grapes.
Yes.
Grappa. No, wait.
Cora's gonna do something ill-advised tonight. I think I might need to message you to warn you about it. Yeah.
I will say that Fallon is keeping kind of an eye on Cora, like, because she's like a little bit worried.
Woo!
What a reveal.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Who fucking cares about fate? Fuck that.
I have one more thing I want to do before we
Break.
end. Yeah. I want to go somewhere and find a small animal and cast Animal Messenger.
Yeah,
And-
there's birds and stuff you can see. It's pretty easy.
Okay, so I'll get like a blue jay or a raven or something, and I'm gonna send it
Crow.
to. I will give it the description of. Why am I forgetting her name now?
Irina.
Irina. And it says a message up to 25 words, and the beast will travel for the duration of the spell towards a specified location, covering about 50 miles per 24 hours for a flying
Enough to
messenger.
Make that.
So, because I want it to go ahead of us and tell, let me see, 25 words. I can basically say Strahd knows where you are and about the were ravens. Try
Watch
to,
out.
yeah, watch out. Maybe move to a different location.
Gotcha. Okay.
Uh,
So it is. Yeah, you send that off.
Cool.
You send that off, and we'll call it there, and I'll deal with other logistics next time.
Okay.
I'm gonna learn Animal Messenger, so every night before we take a long rest, I'm just gonna fucking send one to Strahd that just says "fuck you."
Oh. And you held me out for poking the bear.
Wow. Yeah.
He fucking charmed me for 2 days. Fuck that bitch.
We'll just make him come and do it again. For the laughs. So one thing we know is Strahd can cast Meteor, Storm, and Lightning?
like
No, the Mad Mage cast lightning. Wait, who are you talking about? What are you talking about?
When we heard that story, you said that Strahd had like rocks
called
come
down
down
lightning on the wizard.
He
and
called
lightning
down
on the wizard.
lightning. Yeah, there was lightning.
And you said something about rocks falling on him too.
Yes, some rocks fell on him, but that wasn't necessarily like a.
That might have just
not
been the
like-
mountain
effect.
exploding
Not
a
like
little.
meteor.
Trust me,
Storm.
media storm
Yeah.
wouldn't be described as a rock.
Okay.
Yeah,
True.
there's fire involved there.
Yeah.
Lightning
It might
though,
have
well
just
within
been-
his.
Yeah.
Within his range, yeah. And, like, don't start thinking that might be his upper limit, because no.
No.
That would be a
If you
bad.
You try to
of
fight
course-
him, we'll die.
I'm sure that mage thought he was pretty powerful, so.
That mage did think he was pretty powerful.
The mage
Also,
was
he led a
probably
bunch of
pretty
people from the
powerful.
village of Barovia in the attack, which is
To their
how
deaths.
Doru got killed.
Who?
Doru, the Donavich
Toru,
son.
Donavich's son. Yeah.
Donavich.
Oh, and turn into a vampire. Okay.
Mhm.
So that was over a year ago, and he was keeping him in the.
Kept
Well, he
him-
didn't show up over a year ago as a
Yep.
fledgling, right? That was more recently.
Yes. Yeah, he disappeared a year ago.
Oh,
Showed
okay,
up more
and then-
recently and was kept in the basement.
Right, I see. Wonder how many more than he has, because they had a whole army of villagers. He could have lots of spawn right now.
Well, most of them fled.
That's
Most of
true,
them
yeah.
fled.
It's the ones that stayed to fight.
But he has had
Huh.
400 years to gain himself servants, so he probably has quite a few.
Yeah, he could probably have as
Yeah,
many
one
as
or
he
two.
wants.
Yep.
But I guess the only thing that would limit that is then they all need to feed too. So that horns in on his territory as well.
Thanks everybody for playing
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep. Good night.
Thanks, that was
game.
good. There was some good reveals
Awesome
today.
stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not having Cora's straight up not having a good time right now.
But also because what the fuck does that? The prophecy had nothing to do with like her family getting like destroyed or something. So now she's like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
She's
just
like,
like,
oh, it's too
so
late.
bad news. You're not actually the chosen one, and your family might fucking die.
Yeah,
Yep.
I actually
Sorry.
like her siblings.
Heavy.
Hate to be the one to tell
Heavy.
you.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry if I gave the impression it might
people
only
and
be
all
your
this
family. I
chosen
meant your
stuff.
entire people.
Oh yeah,
No!
Oh,
because
jeez.
Miramond. It's Miramond is allied. Okay, back lore. Miramond is the moon worshipping nomad desert tribe, and Toria is the sun worshipping desert tribe. She's from Miramond.
Hmm.
They're allies sometimes. The other times that they're not, though.
Enemies.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Is that's in place in Forgotten Realms, or is that just something you made up
No,
for your
I just
backstory?
made up nomadic tribes because I didn't feel like coming up with like locations.
Cool.
Exactly
Good
what I
call.
did with Fallon.
Yeah.
It works.
I was
It's a
like,
great strategy.
Dramatic. Don't worry about where she's from.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Yep.
I was like, it's a desert. There's a coastal sea. It's dark as shit out there. That's all we at
Worshippers
night.
of Osiris aren't particularly common either, but like
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, it's clear.
Worshippers of beer are everywhere.
This is true.
And we're the ones who made the actual Forgotten Realms backstory. Well, cool,
Okay.
everyone. Is there anything anyone wants to say before I shut
Broccoli.
the stream down?
Broccoli. Yeah.
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Um,
Yep.
Broccoli.
yeah, this was a heavy episode. I really like it.
That was heavy.
Yeah, cool.
That was heavy.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Tears of a rapper.
Right?
I don't even know what to call this one. It's like so much stuff. Serious stuff.
You should call it the Unchosen one.
The Unchosen there. Thank you. That's
pretty
the
much all of
episode.
us, yeah, all of us are the unchosen one at this point. Cora's not the
No,
chosen one.
we've all been chosen. Like Strahd is like, you are the chosen ones. Except for
Actually-
him. I don't know what he's doing
He
here.
was uncheckmarked. They were like, "Oh, you're the prophecy person. You're the chosen person." I was uncheckmarked in the fucking voting box.
Yeah.
Everyone else is an edgelord.
Yeah, if you're not an edgelord, you
We're
don't
just
get to be in the
dumbass.
party.
I just love when it's like Strahd wanted all of you here. You're part of a prophecy, and then they all look at Phil and go like, except for you, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here.
Yeah, why are you here?
Like, her?
I love how it ties in with his initial reaction to him too. Like, that was great.
Yeah.
Who are you?
What the hell are you doing here?
I didn't invite you.
Basically.
Okay,
You
anyways,
guys,
I gotta go.
I just love Strahd's. You let it speak? Fucking rude.
Oh yeah, him. He's just my drinking buddy.
Oh my gosh.
You're mean.
Just fucking
Yeah.
dunk on him.
You don't like me because I'm excellent.
Excellent at
Excellent.
what?
Drinking.
Deduction and drinking and thinking
Not
outside
being
the
manipulated by Strahd.
box. And well, not even being
Apparently.
manipulated by my own thoughts.
Okay.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
that's where I'm
Okay.
gonna call it. So
Good night.
thanks everybody for watching. Oh, we got 10 viewers right now. It just ramped up in the last like 15 minutes. It was like 6 and then it went up to 10. Well, I'm gonna maybe do a raid since we got so many people. So
Don't forget the contest that you just said you were going to run tonight.
I did do the contest and nobody
Oh, okay,
entered.
good. Oh.
Yeah, it says in the chat one Steam game raffle started, but nobody entered. So, well, one of these days I'll give away a game.
Mine.
Yeah,
Good
maybe I'll
night,
just start
stream.
giving them to you
Good night,
guys.
everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, see ya.
Go bed.